background, I can't hear you. So you can play along with me or do whatever. You can abuse me, I won't know. Right? So this is a D chord. That's a D chord because this note on the A, that's a D. That's the tonic, or the root note of the chord, D. Cool. Now, musically, if we go down 3 frets from there, it'd be the same thing on a piano. We take this D, we go down 3, 1, 2, 3. We end up on this note, which is a B. And we could make a B minor. Often it's useful, rather than to think about what chord goes down, it's sometimes useful to think about what is the actual note that's dropping. That's a D chord, but the note that's dropping is on this string. 1, 2, 3, B minor. So the relative minor of D is B minor. That's a musical truth. It's also a guitar truth. Coming down 3, here you are. But this is where it gets complicated. It's also true, that's a D. It's also true that that's a D. People get confused by that. You don't, because you get that. But a lot of people go, why could they both be D? And that one as well. But there's millions of ways you can play a D, right? And there's millions of ways you can play a minor. So there's millions of, not millions, but a few ways you can get from one to the other. So that's a D. You could go down 3 from that on the E shape. This is related to this note, because that note is a D. That note itself there. Coming down 3 would be 1, 2, 3. You're making this shape. That's also a B minor. So these two are identical. That's a D, down 3, B minor. That's a D, B minor. So they're the same thing. So that's musically true and guitar true to go down 3 and you hit to B minor. D, musically true and guitar true to go B minor. But, so I think you'd followed all that so far, nothing crazy. Where it can mess with your head is that if what I just said is true, it must also be true that you could do D there and do the B minor there. And that's still the relative minor, right? Because B minor is the same as that B minor. That's a D, that's a B minor, that's a D, that's a B minor. They sound the same, they are the same. And it just so happens that this is a guitar truth, but not a musical truth. That if you happen to be on that position, and you move 2 up, and you swap to the E position, the E minor, you'll be doing the relative minor. It's a quirk of the guitar, the design of the guitar. It's not anything to do with what's happening musically. But going up, shifting yourself up 2 frets, swapping to the E minor position, that's what happens. Whenever you swap from an A-based chord, like that's an A or an A minor, whenever you swap from that to an E-based chord, all bets are off. Like as soon as you swap from one to the other, you're no longer going up, down 3 or up 2. It's just like, forget what's happening, because at that point you're just relying on the mechanics of the guitar to get you where you want to be. And I often prefer to use a chord like this and then to go up 2 rather than to go down 3. The reason I prefer it is, what if I'm here and I want to go down 3, there's nowhere for me to go, right? But I can go up 2 and I know that I'm going to get there. So that, in this situation, that was a B flat. I could go up 2 to the E minor position to get to a G minor, which is the relative minor. Or, on that B flat, I could have played it here, and then gone down 3 to the G minor, the same thing. It's just a mechanics of getting around the neck and understanding what's going on. So I'll stop that.